All right. Gonna be doing something a little bit different today. I want to show off my art skills. I haven't been able to do that thus far on the channel. It's something that I don't usually do. I don't really stream or record myself drawing ever, but it is something I really enjoy doing. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to unveil the new technique. I am, of course, wearing the only shirt that I consider art to help inspire me along the way. God, where was my camera? And I know quite frequently with any sort of like pro gamer or something, when they're streaming, everyone always wants to know their specs, what kind of computer they have, what their sensitivity is, what their settings are in game. This isn't really any different. I know you're going to be blown away by my ability, so I do want to kind of reveal the setup so you can draw like the pros. I don't use a tablet. I know a lot of people like to do that. To me, it just feels kind of odd. I'm going to be going with my mouse and working on paint. Yeah. The first request I'm going to take is Parco Folgore from Zatch Bell. I think it's an interesting one to start off with because I actually personally know two of the only five Zatch Bell fans in the world. So I just think there's a lot of overlap in the audience of both of our programs. So it's just a really good opportunity to expose my audience to my passion for Zatch Bell as well. I'm not sure which Parco Folgore picture to do. Probably his Chi 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 Oh Pie dance, if I can find one where he's just not wiggling around. That seems like an excellent reference photo. Yeah, that'll do nicely. I'll use that. All right, so where better to start than that pointy ass? What you're gonna want to do is you want a slight curve. You don't want it to be too straight. Just a slight curve out, and then like a real hard line down to these pants. Get these fucking elf shoes on. Right here in the shoe. Let's draw it like we see it. I don't want to take any liberties. I want to stay true to the source material on this one. We're drawing some sensitive material here. That looks wonderful. I would argue that's better than the original. Now, this is where it gets tricky. You're going to have to use the magnifying tool to get right in there on the bits. You're going to want to draw the belt buckle, but leave a little room up top. You see how the pants extend past that? Yeah, there we go. There's a heart in here. That's wonderful. I wanted to start off with this as a warm-up because as you can see, there's just very little detail in it. It's really good for beginners and people of all ages. I figured we would ease into that before I got into any of the big scenes. Spot for an arm, for a hand, whatever I'm drawing. Curve up into his shoulders or kind of here a little bit. You want to really show that off, show what this dance looks like. Now, I know people always, pretentious artists, always complaining about how difficult hands are. I'm going to show you how easy hands are. That was real time. Come on. Come on. It appears I've given him a bit of a belly. I'm going to undo that. Porco Folgore is a sexy, sexy man. Real noodle armed. This one just goes into the body. You don't even have to draw an elbow. Another one of these easy hands. I will show you how it is done again. You start with a perfect circle. And then a real fucky thumb. And you're golden. All right, so far so good. I'm going to get into the face. The first thing I want to do is get this hair out of the way. The hair is taking up quite a bit. It's just some spiky, messy hair here. Ear coming off of that. Of course, this is the ear. That's what an ear looks like. spiky hair in the face. He could have been a main character if he wanted to. Down, across, back up here. Don't forget the butt chin. That is key. Now we're going to make use of the technology before us, and we're going to zoom in once again. Here, if you zoom in far enough, you can see the dead expression in his eyes. I think of Porco Folgore's face a bit like the song Hey Ya. The smile is there. He may seem happy, but as you look closer, you notice the eyes are dead and soulless. Classic anime triangle nose. We'll just color that in while we're here to get the shading right. And then a nice semi-watermelon mouth. I've forgotten one key Parco Fulgore detail, his nipple hearts. But you see them come to life here as a finishing touch. Perfect. As we zoom out, that is our black and white Parco Fulgore. We'll call this the manga edition. And we're going to do what all Twitter artists do. Don't let it be fooled. They all use the paint bucket tool. This is what talent looks like. I'm just playing. Twitter colorists are super cool. Keep it up. All right, gonna try to get this skin tone just right now. That looks a little too sickly for me. Let's try this. That looks about the same, but I'm giving up. And don't forget the ears. You don't want to forget them. I know they kind of... Okay. They kind of blend into the hair, but you can't be fooled. They are still ears. Yeah, there we go. And those beautiful blue Italian eyes. And there we have it. Our first completed drawing of the night. Some of you may be asking, Trashman, I thought you were going to draw Parco Folgore. Why have you drawn a Muppet? I don't know. Yeah, that was the warm-up. That was just getting Gashbell out of the way. Gashbell is a very different art style than some more traditional anime, so that was fun to get it out there. Throw some of the Muppet influence into the face especially. Really exemplifies that. That is wonderful. So that was a big character, big iconic character. Everybody knows Parco Folgore. Let's get into an iconic scene, a really key pivotal moment. This recommendation is the Jojo's Bizarre Adventure torture dance from part 5. Now I can do a few different angles with this. I do feel like this with the trio kind of on this move is the iconic still. So I think I'm going to go with that one. Excellent. So we're going to start with Mista over here on the left side. Coming together very nicely already. Now is a good time to point out that I am lefty and I only own a right-handed mouse, so there's going to be some minor imperfections, but that can't be helped. Over into a classic Jojo's chiseled jawline. You will notice a theme of the drawings I've had so far. We've had Zatch Bell and we've had Jojo's. These are very, very unique artistic pieces. The art in them is like none other. They stand alone. They're very unique. And I just wanted to show off a very diverse skill set. From here, we're going to draw out the legs before I finish off the top of the head, and I will show you why in a second. I have a trick ready. Another theme you will notice is so far I have drawn 4 Italian anime characters. And here is where I have secret art techniques. What you're going to want to do is use the select tool to highlight what you've done, copy it, and paste it. You will move another one over here, and then you will want to paste it again for the third one in the middle. And remember, this one will be Narancia, so feel free to make it actual size. A line on the shoe, keep it designer. Switch right over and do that to the other shoe. Keep that white line on the heel intact. Keep it classy. And the shirt might look hard, but it's actually easier than you think. Come up, come back down. And this little detail here, I'm going to throw it in. This white line on the shoulder just to show some continuity that this pattern continues elsewhere on the shirt. Do the same with the helmet. Hat. I don't really know what he's wearing. Jojo's fans, help me out. I'm just kidding. Jojo's fans, don't talk to me. And that is the gist of his headpiece. We're ready to color in Mista right after I give him some dope-ass abs. I almost forgot. Never forget the abs if you're drawing Jojo's. We're going down on this one, getting crazy. And this loops into some dog collar thing. And we will leave it at that because it looks wonderful. It doesn't really matter if there's squares or rhombuses or if the U color outside the lines. Because if you tell a Jojo's fan it looks bad, they won't care. Jojo fans will fight to the death. I even drew a bit of a circle in here, some pear shape, just for effect. Something good about Narancia, he is cut off in this image by the person they're torturing, but he's also so short that his legs don't really matter much anyway. So we can just go ahead and erase his feet, pretend they don't exist. They're barely relevant anyway. And you can just cut them off right there. Nice hard line below the knee. Make sure you give him some muscle definition, though. He is still a Jojo's character. You can do squiggly lines, draw an S, write your name. This is a good place to write your signature when you're creating your art. His hair, it looks complicated. It's really not. It's just two triangles here. Then just a mess in the face. It doesn't matter if it's accurate or not. You just squiggle around a bit and you'll come to something that looks good enough. We have some random band in the hair because it's Jojo, so why not? More hair in the back. I'm just going to draw a line for that one. That sounds about right. And that looks good too. And I almost forgot this stupid orange hair thing. That's good enough. I don't care about it enough to fix the color. And then this third useless fucking character whose name I have to Google again. Hanakota Fugo. Yeah, whatever. We're going to draw the jacket first. Fugo is actually quite easy compared to Narancia and to Mista, to be honest. And you want to do it on the arm as well. You can't forget these. These are very key pieces to Fugo's character. As if anyone cared about his character. Some random squiggles. Again, another good place to just sign your name. Go for it. His shoes are a similar design to Mista's, but different color. A little open top action. Woo! Open the whole side up on that one. All right, open top. Now his hair looks like a few yams. So you come up, you can draw your yam down here if you want. Pop it back out. It doesn't matter. If you mess up your yams, you can fix your yams. Now we got a little stacking action here. You draw that line and come over. You draw this line and come over. And then you're going to draw a third line and come over. You're going to do a fourth smaller one in here, which is a really cool detail. And then I don't know what the fuck's happening here. He has some mullet or some shit. I'm going to use the same purple he's for Narancia to fix up this tie. With a dash of red up top. And this disgusting looking shade of green. Yeah, we'll go paler than that. That looks better. Doesn't look good, but it looks more accurate, I suppose. And there we have it. A picture perfect reimagining of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure torture dance with Guido, Mista, Narancha, and that third useless dude whose name I already forgot, even though I just Googled him. I am going to call it there. This has taken me longer than I would like to admit in real time. But at the same time, I hope I get to do this again. I will probably post on Twitter again, asking for some suggestions. That's more fun than just me choosing what I want to draw. I would like this to be a bit of an interactive series if I choose to continue it, and I think I do. This is a lot of fun. And I guess if NFTs get more popular, I'll auction off some drawings, but that won't happen. It's a dream, though.